Whew. Great day, everyone. Look like twister weather out here. Hope y'all having a wonderful day. But this is the day that the Lord has made. We shall and will rejoice and be glad therein. Now it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Even though it's gloomy and looking like it's looking looking like it's looking. Y'all know the people be witchy-majicking that weather and stuff, right? Especially when they be finding out where folks be at. Now, let me send a storm over here. Let me send a storm over there so we can distract the people. You know, let me send a storm over here. Let me send this distraction over there. That's what they be doing. But God, I remember a storm came through here. I don't know what tropical storm it was, but it took out that whole set of buildings. Right there. Took it all the way out. Took the whole set of buildings, the whole set. It was coming from my condo. And I was coming from work in Gonzales. And I was on the interstate. And if anybody know me, I drive. I don't play with it. And it was storming so bad till, I don't know why I'm telling y'all this, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyway. I was driving like 30, maybe 25 on the interstate. That's how bad it was. The wind was blowing and the rain was coming down. And the thunder was roaring, but I prayed all the way home. And so when I got here, I went to my, where I go for prayer all the time. And I started talking to the Lord and thanking Him for letting me make it home. And literally, while I was praying, that storm was coming for my head, literally. When I say literally, literally. And I stood up and my Holy Ghost stood up and said whatever my Holy Ghost said at the time. I know it was something like no evil shall befall thee, no plague come nigh dwelling, and He rebuked the winds. I don't know what He said, but that storm looked like it stopped. And then one of them numbers, one of them wild signs. Oh Lord, my neighbor was in her name. She'll tell you if she, whatever, irrelevant. So that storm did that wild move and slammed into them buildings. It stopped right in front of my condo and slammed into them other buildings. Knocked the whole shebang bang out. They still trying to rebuild them buildings. They got them built on the outside, but they're trying to, refurbish them and do what they need to do. But I'm guessing that He allowed me to tell y'all that because God don't play about His children at all. And though they may be having technical difficulties in certain areas, It's not for you people to judge them or their lifestyle, because you never know how and why God has people walking the way they walking, nor talking the way they talking. You don't never judge a book by its cover, because you never know what's in that book. And a lot of books is running around, walking around these streets packing, because we are epistles waiting to be read by men. But a lot of people walking around packing, and some of them don't know they packing, but folk know they packing. So you just got to be careful of who you entangle or entertain, and you got to know your worth. I'm gonna say we got to know our worth and what we will and will not stand for, to keep the covering of God over us, to be in His protection, to be in the ark of safety. Because it's costly to be in the ark of safety. People think, that salvation is free. It's not. Salvation is the most costly thing in this whole entire globe, because one has to die every day, every second, every minute, every hour to themselves. And that's a hard thing to do. It's hard, but it's doable. See, the enemy wants us to believe that he's far away from us and we got to go through all these rituals and rituals and kitchels and wishamajiggies and get all these thingamajiggies to get to God. And that's not so. Why don't more people know about the Medicare grocery allowance? It's like a relationship with him, a pure, like really pure relationship. That's one of the buildings that's the building right there that was demolished. But yeah. God don't play about his people. When you got pure hands, clean heart, it don't matter what people think or say, because God still do what he needs to do for his people. He love us, y'all. He love us. And I appreciate him for just being who he is. I'm so grateful to be loved by the beloved of God, the Christ, and him crucified. I'm grateful for what he did on Calvary's cross, just for me and you. But it's personal for me, because he's my personal Jesus. And beyond popular beliefs, baby, me and him be kicking it. Beyond what you think. So I'm going to throw this disclaimer out here, because I feel like I need you, because, K-Rock, I love you for real with the love of the Lord, like for real, my hitter. You know what I'm talking about? And I gotta dig a little bit more. But I'm looking for your eyes, baby. I'm looking for your eyes. I like what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. But if you got a trick or treat popping off in these streets, a trick and a treat out here in these streets popping off, yeah, that's not gonna be good for the home team. So, in my humble opinion, I stand with you. But I promise you, if this is a trick or treat, you're going to have to deal with God. Because God going to definitely deal with you. If this is a trick or treat. Don't play with the Lord. And I love you. The information that you disclose to the people, some of it that I know about, that the Lord been praying about, to me about, is absolutely correct. Stuff I've been knowing since I was a little girl. And I couldn't understand why it was going down like it was going. Then as the years, the Lord started to reveal things. And so, I stand with you. But I promise you, you better not be playing with the Lord. Elon, it's your fine self. How you doing? Look here. I like what you did with Twitter. I appreciate it. I hope you're not playing either. Because truth be told, y'all some powerful boys. Y'all some powerful young kings. You know, I'm talking to Elon Musk and K-Rock. And I pray y'all stay allowing God to repel the darkness. I pray this is not an attempt to align with China and bind the people up even the more. Like, I know y'all trying to get to your little electric cars and all of that stuff. But hold up. So, I don't know. I'm in prayer. I'm seeing things unfold. And it's a lot that's unfolding. I believe God is in the midst of everything. And He can get the glory for everything. And we really don't have to, the believers really don't have to worry about anything. I believe that but don't have me standing for y'all. And y'all out here in these streets trying to be deceptive. I guess that's what the Lord had told me about, to tell y'all about what happened to them buildings. He knocked the whole entire stream of them gone. And just beginning to build them boogers back up. So, and that storm was coming for me. Because at that time that's when I first started speaking out. Real strong. And when Grandmaster Jay came on the scene, in which, that didn't last real long. And I really wasn't finna get too deep until I found out, everything. And the Lord just started slowly, gradually pulling me away. And as He began to pull me away, things began to unfold. And, stuff was being revealed. So, I say that to you to say, God is not playing in this hour and this next hour. And He really, He got a plan. But y'all better not be playing with Him. For real. Because he loves you enough to allow you to be used for his glory for a season. To bring his glory back to the earth realm. So that the people could have heaven on earth as it is in heaven. So that we all could live one nation under God. But it's a method to this. It's a method to God's madness. It's a method, and what God do is not madness. It's a method to how he allows things to transpire. And it's a method to y'all madness. So I pray that y'all for real on the lower side, for real. And y'all ain't playing out here in these streets. Because God shifted some things. And he's not playing. That's why he had to pull me away from certain places, some certain nouns. He had to pull me away from some nouns. Some people, some places, and some things. He got to do that so that he can get all the glory. So that no man will be able to claim his glory for what he's about to do. He had to pull me away from some nouns so that I could see clearer and take on the fullness of the assignment that he has given. See, I did a Facebook, I did post last night a video. And I showed, the people some letters I've been getting for years. They started coming real strong right before the pandemic. Excuse me. But they had been coming. But they started coming real strong right before the pandemic. And then I did a video with a young lady that I used to do videos with. And I took one of the letters and wiped my sweat with it because it was so hot outside. We did the video outside. Might have did one inside, I don't know. All I know is I balled it up. One of the letters. And them suckers look like they got madder. And then when I connected with some people I connected with, them suckers got even more mad. And I couldn't understand why the enemy was getting mad. But the Lord started revealing it to me, over as time went on. And so when the pandemic hit strong, they stopped coming. Then as the pandemic began to dwindle down, they started back coming. And so the last one they sent me, I think they just want to leave me alone because they know I'm not playing and I'm not about that life. So it's a war for your soul at Operation Warp Speed. And we got to know that.